Since the COVID-19 crisis kind of kicked in gear, we're about 2 months into that now, where we've been on street. We've been enforcing 2-hour limits to try to maintain some turnover and keep people from wanting to park all day long. And then we implemented the free curbside 15-minute spaces for restaurants and other folks who need like a lot of curbside pickup or delivery options. And currently we're working with about 22 businesses. There's about 24 spaces out there designated like that at meters. We intend on keeping that going. Our big change now is starting on Monday, May the 18th, going through the end of May. Well, starting on May the 18th, the meters will be turned back on and you'll have to pay the appropriate rate at the meter. But we're going to donate all the meter revenue that comes in for the last 2 weeks of May to a combination of God's Pantry Food Bank, who we've worked with for years with our Food for Fines program that we do sometimes around the holidays, and then the Bluegrass Community Foundation COVID relief funds that they've created. And one of those will also be the one that the city just recently created. Because of the cutbacks in the budgeting, some of the outside agencies that may not get support could get some funds from this as well. So we're really excited to be able to give back to the community in kind of a softer way to ramp back into paying the meters, which usually nobody likes to do, but when you know it's going to a good cause, that may help soften that a little bit. But that's what we're going to be doing throughout the end of May, and then after that it'll just be normal. We intend on keeping the 15-minute free curbside spaces going indefinitely until we feel like we've seen some relief from what all's going on, and we just want to help the restaurants and merchants in downtown, or anyone that's around a metered area that might need that assistance can also reach out to us to request one of those spaces. Revenues that we generate go to funding the program of LexPark. LexPark is an outside agency of the city, so we don't receive any taxpayer funding. We don't see any funds come from the budget of the city. So since we're self-funded, it's important to generate revenues to cover really expensive costs, especially in the garages, maintaining the structures, keeping them safe. We have nearly $1 million worth of repairs that we need to do in 2020. So that's ongoing. Garages are always in a state of deterioration, and just maintaining the safety, cleanliness, and enforcement of the on-street levels, we've got to fund ourselves. So yes, starting June 1, then meter revenues would start to funnel back into our funding sources. We've actually talked a little bit about frictionless parking at one of our garages where we took the gates out. That's the transit center garage that's on Vine Street and High Street. There are no gates, and you can use the Pay by Phone app, which is a free download. It's the same app that works at our meters. So both at the meters and in the garages, at least at that garage, you could use that app. Referring to the yellow token that you can get in our other 3 garages, which are the Courthouse Garage, the Helix Garage, and the Victorian Square Garage, in order to kind of maintain a touchless environment there, we would really encourage people to use credit card in, credit card out as an option. So when you pull up to a gate, just insert your credit card. Your time will start then. Spit it back out, the gate comes up, you go do your business. When you leave, you insert that same credit card. It'll charge you the appropriate amount, and the gate goes up and you leave, and you didn't have to touch any of our equipment. It was your own, your credit card. That'd be a great way to feel safer. Even we're going to keep cleaning things and trying to maintain as much sanitation as possible, but as we all know, you can clean it, and if somebody touches it, it may be dirty the next minute. So using your own credit card with a credit card in, credit card out option is a great thing that we already had in place.